Okay, let's start with the questions. Oh, well, this is great, isn't it? We go to all this effort to put this professional display on, and the first question is this one. Well, thank you, Kevin. I've no idea. I don't watch I'm a Celebrity. Is that bloke from Essex still in? Probably him. That's my best answer. Next question. How long do you intend to run imutual? Until a buyer comes forward, or would you like to step away at some point and put the site up for sale instead? What an excellent question. At this point in time, I envisage running imutual for as long as you'll have me, and would definitely like to see it through to a sale if that's what the members want. Now, we've been going 3.5 years, and I think we're still in the early stages, really. We're a fraction of the size that potentially we can be, so there's probably a long way to go, and I'm here for the duration, I hope, if you keep voting for me. So yeah, I'm sticking around. Next question. The number of people online is dropping. Well, you might be referring to who's shown as online when you're on the forum, but that can be deceptive, and you can get sudden surges of people online, maybe if some spammer is trying to do some automated registrations or something like that. But the general trend is increasing activity. We use things like Google Analytics to see exactly how many visitors are coming to the site and how long they're staying there. So that's shown a consistent trend of increasing use of the site. So no, things are going in the right direction. Next question. Do we have any plans for paid or premium membership? No, we don't. And I really don't like the idea, I have to say. But I reserve the right to change my mind, but to me, creating a sort of two-tier membership is totally going against the imutual ethos. And I suppose the question does give me the chance for a little bit of a dig at our competitors, but given the profits that are already being made in this industry, I just can't see the justification for a premium membership, particularly if the argument is that some sort of better level of support. I mean, surely all members deserve the best level of support that we can give. So I just don't see any need to go down that line. But, you know, if there are certain things that we decide to introduce in the future that require an extra subscription, you know, we'll keep an open mind. But I really do want to avoid this idea of a two-tier membership. Has the company grown in line with your original business model? I hoped it would grow a lot faster than it had. I think it's fair to say. I thought that the media and certain influential websites would give us more publicity. I think it's quite a revolutionary concept of a website that you can join and immediately become a shareholder for free. And I think it's got exciting potential. So I still hold out hope that we'll hit that sort of breakthrough moment where we're talked about in the wider media. And I guess I hoped we'd see more sort of tell a friend activity from the members. But you know, I'm quite happy with what we've done so far with the members that we've got. And there is a benefit to growing slowly, because it means as a company you don't get ahead of yourself and you don't neglect the customer service side in the race to produce sort of ever-increasing revenues. And I think at the rate that we've grown has allowed us to ensure that we're still paying attention to detail. We're not getting overwhelmed with lots of missing transactions, complaints, etc. So I would have liked it to have grown faster, but I'm pretty satisfied with how we've progressed as a company so far, and I hope you share that opinion. Could the chairman please award Sarah 10 free shares? Thank you. Yes, I can. There you go. You ask, I deliver. Will imutual ever do a price match against its competitors? There is an article in the help section in the frequently asked questions where I basically say no and expand on the reasons for that. Let me try and sort of recap on that briefly. We obviously try, and in a lot of cases succeed, to always offer the best rate that we can. If another site is offering a significantly better rate, then if we're going to do a price match, we obviously make a loss on the transaction, and we have to use our members' funds to subsidise that. Now, to me, that doesn't feel right, and again, that seems to be against the ethos of imutual. Now, if you are looking at a particular deal and you have found a significantly better rate on another site, then I can't blame you for taking it. We don't expect you to always go through imutual. I think we just expect that where our rates are more or less the same as any other site, the fact that we also give you a stake in the company will make you loyal to us, and that seems a reasonable approach. The price match means us subsidising some members at the expense of others, and that's mainly the reason why I don't like it. Oh, and we can't afford it. So I think those would be the two main reasons. Do you have any jobs going? I hate my job. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rach. No, I'm afraid we don't at the moment. But look, if we keep increasing the number of members we've got, then it would be great to recruit from within the imutual membership, because they're the people who bought into our concept and understand what we're all about. So I won't rule it out in the future, but no, I'm sorry, don't have any vacancies at the moment. How many shareholders are there, and what is the largest shareholding? There is a post on the News and Announcements forum back in November where I gave some figures for the number of active members, and there's different ways of defining active members. Have they verified their email address? Have they earned some cash back? Have they completed their shareholder registration? Now, the answer to your question in terms of shareholders is, I think it's just under 5,000, bearing in mind that not all members complete their shareholder registration straight away. A lot of them will only do it when they come to cash out, because that's the only point at which we force them to do it. So there's probably a lot of other members that are already active on the site and are going to become bona fide shareholders when they complete their shareholder registration. But the quick answer is about 5,000. Our aim, of course, is for 1 million plus. When does imutual plan to declare a dividend? Okay, well again, that is a question I've answered on the forum in some detail, and there's an FAQ entry about it. I don't think we will pay a dividend in the foreseeable future, and the reason is, well, firstly, we've only made a small profit for the first time this year, and dividends have to be paid out of profits. But also, why sort of make a large profit from which we can then pay dividends when we could just reward our members in the form of higher cashback? Because there are two problems with dividends anyway. One is that they're taxable, whereas by and large cashback is not. There's a more complicated answer to that, but generally speaking, cashback isn't taxable, but you do have to pay tax on dividends. And secondly, there would be a fairly significant administrative exercise in issuing dividends. So it actually works better that we pay out the maximum possible rewards in cashback to you, make a small amount of profit that we need to maintain our financial strength and not worry about dividends. That's the current view, but we might take a different view in the future. Right, do we have any other questions? What about live webcams in and around the offices? Yeah, it could be seen as weird. Well, I mean, look, I'm happy to shove myself in front of the camera, as you can see. Other imutual staff might not be so keen, so we'll have a think about that. Thanks for that question. No, you can't have 25,000 shares. I did promise anyone who asked a question 10 free shares, so I wasn't just being generous on an ad hoc basis when I agreed to Sarah's question. But yes, 10 shares for everyone who's asked a question tonight, and thank you very much. Right. Yes, I often forget to make my purchases with the site. Is there more you and I can do to help make it second nature? Well, there are bits of software called toolbars which we can get developed, and you install that on your computer, and the idea is that if you go direct to a website forgetting to go through imutual, and it's one of our partners, the toolbar will pop up a message on your screen and say, click here to go through imutual. Sounds like a good facility in theory, but in practice, many of the merchants won't allow that to happen. And the toolbars don't always work reliably anyway. So I'd only really like to sort of spend the time and money investing in a toolbar like that if it works really well and works across most of our offers, and at the moment that's not the case. In 2014, I think one of our themes is going to be trying to personalise the site, so tailor it to the things that you're interested in and not bother you with offers or retailers that you're not interested in. And if we can do that successfully, maybe we can encourage you to set imutual as your home page and perhaps have links or banners up on the screen to your favourite retailers, and that would be one way of stopping you from forgetting to go through imutual. Or if other members of your family use your computer, having imutual as the home page would be a good way to remind them to use the links. So I think we'll go down that route first. We'll also keep an open mind on developing a toolbar as like a reminder facility. But as I say, there are some drawbacks to that, so it's not a high priority for us at the moment. I would like a special wedding message. A present. Good luck with the upcoming wedding, Rach. Best of luck. Yeah, we'll see if any goodies come into the imutual office over Christmas that we think would make a suitable wedding present. But best of luck with that, and where's my invite? Right. Apparently that's all the questions, so thank you ever so much for joining in. And I'll finish with a wider thank you. And it's to you, the members. It can be a bit of a lonely job at times in imutual towers, and there's nothing that encourages us more than to see you, the members, active on the forums, occasionally saying nice things about us, but giving us feedback, giving us ideas, even a bit of constructive criticism. It's really motivating for us to get that continual feedback and to see you buying into the concept and sharing the imutual ethos. It doesn't matter if 90% of our members don't really care about the ins and outs of their shareholder rights or our vision for the future, and they just want to use it for saving a bit of money online. It's the 10%, the likes of yourselves, who've taken the trouble to tune in tonight, who are really going to make the concept work. And there was a time in the early days of imutual when I wasn't sure whether it was going to take off or not. But although we are still at a really early stage, from our performance and our financial results that we've just reported, I'm now absolutely convinced that we are going to turn imutual into a huge concept, and we will achieve that goal of 1 million plus member shareholders. It's just a question of how long it's going to take. And you will be remembered as the people who helped us to get there. So thanks very much. Oh, I was just about to go and have a cup of tea, and we've got one more question. Are there any plans to extend coverage outside the UK? Well, we're definitely open to running versions of imutual in other countries, but that wouldn't happen through imutual PLC. We have another company which the members don't directly benefit from any what we call business-to-business deals and anything we do outside of the UK. So that's imutual Worldwide Limited. And we've covered this in a previous webcast, and there's some more details on the forum. But it does help the UK members indirectly, because we poor directors have to earn a salary. So if we can get another form of income by developing international versions of imutual, it means we don't have to be too greedy in terms of the salary we take from imutual in the UK. So if you have any contacts in other countries who would like to help us run versions of imutual there, please put them in touch. And the same applies if you have any people running companies in this country who perhaps would like to use imutual's technology to offer savings to their own members or some version of the imutual site to their own database. Do please put them in touch. Oh, another question. How about a separate part of the site for watching videos? Yes, that is something that I have wanted to do for a while. So thank you for the prompt, and that's something we'll definitely see if we can add to the site in 2014. The kinds of companies that will pay us for showing videos aren't always happy about that being incentivized, offering you either cash or shares in return for watching the videos. But hopefully we can negotiate something that we can introduce next year. That's a great idea. So thanks again for tuning in. It's been really good to see so many members logged in tonight, and some excellent questions, some better than others. Have a very good evening, a very good Christmas, and I look forward to working with you on imutual in 2014. Good night.